ladies. It's time to switch roles. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Come on. I'm feeling like the one. Girl, that's what I get. I got the eye of the tiger. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good evening, everybody. I trust that you guys are having a good evening. My name is Cheri Marks. I will be running through the Mirror Trading International presentation with you guys tonight. It is a great honor for me to get involved. And this company has changed lives all across the world. It's been amazing just watching the chat section and seeing people all the way from India, Jamaica, Scotland, Australia, Namibia, Kenya. It's wonderful to watch this company grow really from strength to strength. So tonight I will be doing the presentation. Sorry, you guys are stuck with me for a couple of minutes, but I'm hoping that I can do it justice and live up to some of my girls that train and present with me, Cheri and CD. Shout out to you guys. I'm sure you guys are on the call as usual. And then just obviously to all our members, just wanted to tell you welcome. And what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to run through the trading opportunity, what you can expect in terms of returns in Mirror Trading International, and then we're going to run over the optional referral program as well. I'm going to give you a little bit of a testimonial. I've got great news for you guys. I've got one of the top earners in Mirror Trading International worldwide with me tonight. His name is Clinton Marks. Yes, we have the same surname. Ladies, he's taken. Sorry about that. And he's going to give you a little bit of a testimonial of what he's been able to achieve with this company and where he sees the future of the company going. And it's always nice for me to hear from somebody that's made a success, because I think that if he can do it, why can't anybody else, right? It's a simple process. All right, so straight afterwards, we're going to do a Q&A. So you're welcome to jump on over into the chat section if you've got any questions. But I'm going to jump straight in. If you have any questions, like I said, you can chat them, put them in the chat section at the end of the presentation, and I'll answer them personally for you, not a problem. So just before we get started, just wanted to give you a heads up on who I am. My name is Cheri Marks. Like I said, I've been in network marketing for 7 years, and in the Bitcoin game probably for like the last 4 years, and it has been a wild ride. It's been exciting. I retired at the time that I turned 32. I have 2 children, and for me, my drive behind doing a company like Mirror Trading International is because I want my children to have a better future. I want them to have options, and I think with the current climate, not just here in South Africa, but all across the world, we need to start looking at alternatives. I had somebody say to me, "Why are you guys working in a Bitcoin business?" And I said to them, because fiat is not working, guys. In case you haven't noticed what's happening in the economy around you, this lockdown has really highlighted the inadequacies, not just of government and economy, but of course, obviously of our currencies as well. If you own Rand, you'll know that your Rand has lost 40% of its value to the dollar in the last couple of months. And I don't know about you guys, but I cannot afford that kind of loss. So I love Mirror Trading International because it offers me an opportunity to increase my Bitcoin portfolio. And the company is legit and transparent, and we're going to run through that. So let's get stuck right in. Our CEO is a man by the name of Johan Steinberg. And anybody who's met him will agree with me. Johan is an amazing man. He really is fantastic. His heart for Mirror Trading International is to help people. It truly is to empower and encourage as many people to get into the crypto space, number one, to earn from the Bitcoin cryptocurrency king, and also to teach people a skill that I think that would stand them in good stead. And that's why I love the company that is created. I still maintain that MTI is probably the cleverest business model I have ever seen. And for me, this will be a company that I will leave the legacy to my children. My husband agrees with me as well. And Johan says that his goal is to leave Mirror Trading International to his daughter to one day run as well. So this is a family business. It's a long-standing company. We've been we started in April 2019, and we've had a phenomenal roller coaster year. It has been phenomenal to watch how quickly this company has grown, how it has asserted itself in the crypto space, in trading, and our results have been unbelievable. And we're going to chat about our results in a second too. So this presentation is clearly a little bit outdated. It is saying that we've got 33,000 members worldwide in 100 countries across the world. Today we actually hit 46,000 members. You guys, MTI is growing by 1,000 members a day from all corners of the earth. And I believe it's because there's a need and a want and a huge necessity for companies like Mirror Trading International that are changing 44, sorry, I apologize, 44,000 members across the world, because there's a necessity, there's a need for it. And I love that we're growing. So we've got over 5,000 Bitcoin in trade now. And this is just the last 200 days of trading, some of the results that we had received. We, as members, had already doubled our investment capital in Bitcoin. Whatever you had, if you were with the company 200 trading days ago, you will now have that plus 103% of what you had. So essentially, we've doubled our amounts. Our average daily profit is 0.5%. Please do not quote me as saying that this is what you will receive every day. This is a legitimately trading company. So our trading values and profits every single day, they vary. But this is our average. This is the average of what we've been able to attain. Now, a lot of people look at that and they say, oh, that's not really that great. Well, let me tell you, it might not be crazy returns a day, but you're not going to get that in a bank, number one. And number two, it's been consistent. And I think that's important. Conservative and consistent. That is something that MTI has really put the nail to, and they've done that consistently and very effectively in the last year. We're a legal company. I don't know if you guys saw, but I did a video regarding the legality of MTI here in South Africa. The fact that we are Consumer Protection Act compliant. We fall and really follow all the legislation pertaining to a company such as MTI. We are completely transparent. But what's even more amazing is the fact that there are no fees, no administration fees, no subscription fees, no joining fees, no withdrawal fees. Guys, if a company is charging you to buy a package that is expiring, or you can't withdraw, or they're charging you withdrawal fees, or there's a limitation on how long you have to wait before you can draw, or you have to pay administration fees or joining fees or subscriptions, run like the wind, because those companies are making their money in that way, whereas MTI is generating their funds from profit. I don't think that companies should be charging in this space, especially withdrawal fees and fees that are going to be incurred through the normal running of the company. So the trading profit has been excellent. We're going to run through that in a second or two. And then we've got this optional network structure. And a lot of people look at that and they go, I've got such an aversion to network marketing. I don't want to refer people. Guys, we're going to have to start realizing that the economy is changing. You are doing referrals every single day of your life anyway. You're referring your hairstylist and your nail artist, and you're referring food, and you're referring restaurants and companies and people all the time. All that's happened here is MTI has used a referral marketing system as their marketing strategy, if you can call it as such. So at the end of the day, this is how MTI markets its services and its product. And there's nothing wrong with creating a second income for yourself, and I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. So let's move on. This is what some of our leaders look like. So there you'll see it's me with pink hair. Very interesting. That is my husband, Clinton Marks, also one of our top earners, like I'd said. And let me just tell you that Clinton is a wonderful leader. He really has a heart for people. He's very driven, very motivated, and he's got a phenomenal experience in this industry. MTI is not the only company that he's been a top earner for. Every single company that Clinton has joined, he's been a top earner and a top recruiter for. It's because he's good at what he does. He applies himself and he's dedicated. Then you've got Joel and Yuli Santiago. What a wonderful couple. They're over in Florida in the United States. And let me tell you, Joel is sort of my pillar of strength. He's my direct downline, and what an honor to have him in my team. But this guy is a phenomenal presenter, phenomenal trainer, just servant leader at heart. Then you got TD. A lot of you guys have actually met TD. What a firecracker. This woman is the crypto queen. I've actually dubbed her. But such energy, such excitement, and she's built a phenomenal team with MTI, and she really understands Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. It's great to have her on board. Then you've got my other downline. His name is Vince Ward. Vince heads up our teams from Malaysia, Central, Eastern, and Western Africa. Vince also a servant leader, really just so good at supporting his team, upline personified of what we're trying to create in terms of culture and Mirror Trading International. Really excellent at network marketing, also a great presenter. You guys are going to see quite a bit more from him. And the resemblance might be striking because, yes, we are family, but Vince is really great at what he does too. Then you've got Charlie Ward, and I'm not going to turn the camera to him, but he's actually with us here tonight. Charlie is not a network marketer. He's actually hasn't been interested in Bitcoin or network marketing or anything like that. But when he saw the Mirror Trading International opportunity, it was just amazing to watch him see the opportunity, grab it from somebody that is completely skeptical. He worked in a massive pharmaceutical company for 13 years, very successful in a retail space, and watching him adjust to what the lockdown has done to our economy, and then becoming one of our top recruiters in Mirror Trading International, recruiting over R1 million into his account, into his teams actually, in the last week. It has been unreal. This guy is on fire. He's doing an exceptional job at growing his teams, and Charlie is driven. I promise you, I guarantee you, he will be our top earner in Mirror Trading International if he carries on like he is now. And I'm very, very proud to be obviously associated with him. Then we've got Nicholas Owusu. Nick actually signed me up into my first network marketing company ever. Nick is a go-getter. He is a excellent authority in the crypto space. He understands trading, he understands building, he understands people, and he is just a wonderful leader, the kind of leadership that we're looking to cultivate within Mirror Trading International. It is a great honor for me to be associated with these leaders, to have them in my team, and to have their support and their backup. And let me just tell you that they make themselves available to the rest of our teams as well. And again, that is the culture that we're trying to create. You are not alone here. We all come from different walks of life, but yet we've been able to do really well with the same opportunity. So it's very important that you remember the service or the product that Mirror Trading International is offering you is trading. They trade on your behalf, and there's no requirement to earn from the daily trading profit. You don't have to stand on your head and sing Sorry Maria. You don't have to recruit 20 million people. In fact, if you join the company, fund your account with your Bitcoin, and you never do anything else, you will still earn your daily trading profit every single day. Now, I love that. It's basically a product for free. And I know people say that sounds too good to be true, but here we are. Here we are a year later where the product is growing and developing and aiding people across the world. So this is exactly what you need to do when you want to become a part of the company that trades for you. Firstly, you need to sign up. Simple, you create your profile on our back office system. It's for you, you don't pay for it. Then you fund your account with Bitcoin. If you don't have Bitcoin, you need to go and buy some Bitcoin, but there's lots of team members that can help you to do that. And let me just tell you, a lot of people is afraid of buying Bitcoin. Please, guys, the world is changing. Remember in the year 2000 when everyone thought the world was going to end with Y2K, and here we are on Zoom calls? Okay, this is new. I get that it's different, and I get that it's scary. You cannot break Bitcoin, Oaks. You got to go and buy some, and then you want to grow your Bitcoin portfolio. All you need to do is look at the economy around you to know that this is the future. Bitcoin and businesses that encourage Bitcoin and its functionality, that is the future. And then finally, you just receive your profits. And I promise you, it's as simple as that. Sign up, buy your Bitcoin, put it into your MTI account, voila, you're done. So the profits are achieved every single day. So every single day, the company is trading with all of our capital together, all of our Bitcoin together, and obviously they make a profit. I beg your pardon. So obviously they make a profit. So now what they do is they divide that profit, and the profit gets divided in the following ways. MTI as a company takes 10%, and they use this for administration, referral fees, and running the company costs, okay? 25% of whatever profit gets generated goes back to the trader because they're doing all the work. The binary, the MLM, the network marketing side of it, gets 20% of the profit for the day, and the leadership bonuses is 5%. That just helps us to cultivate and incentivize the kind of leadership that we want in the company. And then finally, you, the member, get the lion's share of the profit. You get 40% of the profit that gets generated every day. So let me give you a simple example, and I think it's on the next one as well. I'll show you in a second. If the company generates $100 today, $10 goes to MTI, $25 goes to the trader, $20 goes to the binary system to divide it amongst the leaders or the people that have qualified for binary bonuses. Leadership bonus goes for qualification of leadership bonuses, $5, and then $40 will go to you, the member, if that was your account that was traded with. Okay, so whatever profit gets generated with your Bitcoin, you get to keep 40% of it, and you have to do nothing. Okay, there's no requirement to earn from the trading. Now, this is what the split looks like with a little bit more information. Of course, you've got MTI taking that 10%. Like I said, that's referral fees. The referral fees I'll chat about in the MLM section in a little bit later, but at the moment you need to know that it's 10% and gets paid once off week in arrears. The trader takes 25%, like I had said, and the binary system, 20%, leadership bonus is 5%. Again, this gets paid weekly, and then you, the member, you actually get your daily trading profit added to your capital every single day. So you don't actually have to go and take your profit and put it into your capital. This gets done for you, and you can then withdraw whenever you like. So MTI uses Bitcoin, and a lot of people, there was somebody on our call on Tuesday night, and they were saying, why Bitcoin? Let me tell you why not Bitcoin, guys. I've got friends in Greece. that literally had their bank accounts wiped off 50% of whatever they had in there a couple of years back because the government needed to regulate their economy a little bit. Let me just tell you that we are not far off that in the rest of the world. Go and check what's happening in Zimbabwe, where currency isn't worth the paper it's printed on. The gold standard was abolished, I think it was in the 70s. So any single fiat currency in the world has no gold backing it anymore. Now you look at a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, it's a digital currency, and how I explain to people is, imagine if the internet was a country, Bitcoin would be the currency. Now, it's decentralized, it's not controlled by anybody in the world, and yes, it works on the supply and demand, and the more people want it, the more valuable it becomes. Bitcoin has also become wildly functional, with institutions across the world accepting Bitcoin as payment and seeing the value of Bitcoin. So MTI is a Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out opportunity. And I actually saw somebody made a comment and said, yes, this is because MTI is trying to avoid being FSB regulated. So let me just say this very clearly and make this very clear to everybody. MTI has complied with all the regulations that we need to comply with. The reason why we use Bitcoin is, number one, it's functional. Number two, it's the future. And number three, it allows us to do transactions across the world with speed and ease. Half of the people on this call would not be able to be a part of Mirror Trading International had we chosen the fiat option, had we gone with rand or dollar or pound or euro. At the end of the day, Bitcoin is an enabler. It is allowing you from wherever you are to partake in an opportunity such as this with a cryptocurrency that is growing at the speed of light. So it is functional. That's why MTI uses Bitcoin, guys. This is what the intention of Bitcoin was to start with. So Bitcoin has shown 390% growth since 2008 on average per year. People come to me and they say, Cheri, Bitcoin's a scam. No, it's not. It's like saying the rand's the scam or dollar's the scam or the euro's the scam. Some companies use Bitcoin and they're irresponsible with it. MTI is obviously not one of those. But Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency has seen phenomenal growth since 2008, and that's not my opinion. These are mathematical facts, you guys. We can't argue with science. 1 + 1 is 2, whether you like it or not. You hear what I'm saying? So the future of Bitcoin is looking phenomenal. Yes, we've just gone through the halving. I'm not going to go into the halving tonight. But what you need to know is lots of economists are predicting Bitcoin to go up to $50,000 by December. You want to have Bitcoin. Even if it's $100 worth of Bitcoin, even if it is half a Bitcoin, you don't even need to have a full Bitcoin, and it's going to be wildly, wildly valuable for you. I mean, it already is. We got involved with Bitcoin when you were paying $1,100 per Bitcoin. I mean, today we're sitting at over $9,000. So the opportunities are endless. And with a changing economy, we have to start considering the alternative, because what we have right now isn't really working. Look around you. People are unemployed. People are getting retrenched. People are losing their businesses. Governments are shutting down economies and people from all across the world. Bitcoin, I think, is a fantastic answer, and it's proven to be most successful. So the MTI trading record is something that we are very, very proud of. I've chatted to you about the 200 days of trading that we recorded our results with. But what you need to know is that we haven't had any negative trading days since August last year, when we moved onto our actual platform and our back office system that you have now. Look, I must tell you, could we have a negative trading day in the future? Absolutely. We have no idea what's going to happen. People do say, oh, but the markets are so volatile. Let me tell you that trading does very well when the markets are volatile, because it's that movement in the market that allows us to gain profits. So yes, we do micro trades every single day, and those trades get done on your account. You get to keep 40% of the profit, and we haven't had a negative trading day, but that's not to say we might not have one in the future. The Bitcoin growth since April 2019, and this is interesting. In other words, the Bitcoin growth in the last year has been 54%. I don't know about any other currency or any other asset that has grown by 54% in only a year, especially when the world is going through such a tough economic time. Since March 2020, in other words, that's since this year, we've had 29% Bitcoin growth, 29% on the Bitcoin growth. I'm sure the halving had quite a bit to do with that. And since last week, we've seen a 7.4% growth in Bitcoin. This is just, again, to show you that if you're taking a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and you're putting it into a company like Mirror Trading International, you're getting the best of both worlds. Trading is one of the biggest industries in the world, $7.3 trillion a day. Now you're trading and your Bitcoin portfolio is growing. It's smart business. It is smart business, you guys. This is a little graph of our members earning per week since the last week in February. You'll see again that we're looking at conservative but consistent growth. So we're looking at around 2.5% a week, let's say 2.4% a week. And again, I've realized that that is not crazy growth, But number one, it's not guaranteed. But number two, it's exciting to see that the company has been consistent, which I think in this game is probably the most important word that you're going to be looking for. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can make money in MTI, and it's important for you to understand how you can leverage this company to your advantage. The first one is the trading. Again, I want to make it very clear that there are no requirements for you to earn from the daily trades. Okay, very important to note that. This gets added to your trading capital pool every single day. You don't have to do anything, and you can withdraw whenever you like with no fees. Referral fees is when you refer a friend. Do you know anyone else that wants to make money? Do you know anyone else that wants to get involved with Bitcoin? Do you know anyone else that's been hit by a lockdown or this COVID-19 epidemic we find ourselves in? You can refer them to Mirror Trading International. They're making money without requirements from the trading, and you are then going to receive a 10% referral fee. What's important to note is that this referral fee does not come from the person that you have referred. So if I refer Clinton, he puts in $1,000 worth of Bitcoin into MTI, he doesn't get the value of $900 and I get paid $100. He gets the full $1,000 of Bitcoin in trade for him, and the company pays me from the profit that generated the week before my $100 to say, thank you for getting us another client. So this then speaks to whether MTI is a pyramid scheme or not, and lots of people ask this question. Guys, we are not a pyramid scheme. We are not a multiplication scheme. We are not a chain letter scheme. We're not a Ponzi scheme, because none of the money gets generated through recruiting. If MTI closes its doors today and says we don't need to sign up any more people, we'll still be generating profit through trade. The profits come from within the company. You don't need to sign up new people to make money. So I think this is important for people to understand. We don't use Paul's money to pay Peter, and that in its essence is exactly what a Ponzi scheme is. And then obviously we've got these trading services, which is a legit, verifiable company. Okay, so referral fees, 10%, they pay it once off a week in arrears. So now I want you just to consider what Charles Ward's referral fees were on helping his team to sign up R1 million into his account in the last week. It's pretty cool, right? So this could become a really good income stream. Then you got the binary commissions. Now the binary commission is when they take 20% of the profit from the week before and they divide it amongst the members that have qualified for binary commissions. And I'll show you how that works in a second or two. The requirement for binary is very clear. You need to have a minimum of $200 worth of Bitcoin invested in your account, and you need to have referred 2 people into the organization, one on your left leg, one on your right leg. I'll show you in a minute. And they need to have a minimum of $100 worth of Bitcoin each as well. Then we've got the leadership bonuses. They're the P1 and P2 leadership bonuses, and they're centered around binary qualification and people that you have brought into the organization. I'm going to show you how to work these. I'm going to show you how to leverage them, and I'm going to show you how you can build a fantastic income like Clinton and some of the other guys, and even me, have done in the company. All right, so this is the binary system. This is how it works. Whoever joins the company forms part of this binary. Call it like a company register, if you will. And everybody that joins the company gets 2 legs, your left leg and your right leg. So they've made it very simple. Even the men can understand it. Okay, very, very easy. So in this example, for instance, Sam signed up. Sam gets 2 legs, left leg, right leg. He signs up Luvo. He puts Luvo on his left leg. He signs you up. He puts you up on his right leg. When I say he signs you up, I mean he referred you. So Sam spoke to you. He said, I've got this wonderful opportunity. Come and have a look. You can grow your Bitcoin. You said, cool, I'm in. You sign up. Sam puts you on his right leg. Now, when Sam speaks to his third person, let's say in this example, it's Jack. He cannot grow a third leg. So he has to put Jack underneath Luvo or underneath you, even though he was the one who referred Jack. So Sam will get the referral fee, but Jack will fall into your binary because it's a 2x2 system. Okay, now this is what we call spillover. Spillover is wildly beneficial because it just reinforces that idea that we're all working and earning from each other's efforts. In fact, here in Africa, it's sort of like second nature to us. I mean, we take care of each other's children and we understand things like stokvel and that kind of thing, you know, where at the end of the day, this is that same notion, that same understanding that everybody works together and together we earn then as well. So this thing grows very organically. You'll see here, you sign up somebody and everybody grows 2x2x2x2. Now I want you to consider this. We are 44,000 members in MTI, and I know that sounds like a lot. You guys, when Clinton and I spoke about this company last year, he said to me, Cheri, if we can just get to 1,000 members by December. And look where we are today. I remember doing presentations and live meetings saying to people, I guarantee you this company will reach 10,000 members. Now I'm telling you the same thing. MTI has momentum. It is legitimate. It has got fantastic proven track record in trading. You get a full statement that shows you your trades every single day. And now we've got this lockdown and this epidemic, and the company has grown to fantastic proportions. What do you think the opportunity is to get spillover and to grow your organization? There are 7 billion people on this planet. How many do you think we can get involved in MTI? How many people do you think we can encourage to join this company? Well, the binary says that the opportunity for growth is absolutely massive. And because we all work together, we earn together. So what the company does is at the end of the week, these volumes get calculated weekly. At the end of the week, they look at the total volume on your left leg, total volume on the right leg, and then you get paid proportionately on the weaker leg, and I'll show you the formula in a second. So you grow your weaker leg, and that's what you then earn your income from. Now, it's important to note that your personal capital trading pool value in Bitcoin determines how deep you earn into the binary. If you've got $200 in your capital account in terms of Bitcoin, then you earn 10 levels deep. $1,000 is 20 levels deep. $5,000, 30 levels deep, and $10,000 you earn infinite levels deep. But I don't want you guys to stress about that, because even at 10 levels, there's over 1,000 people in your organization, and you can up and add to your capital amount whenever you like. It's just a moral issue that if you're going to be earning from a system, you need to be invested in it. It's as simple as that. And I actually think that's fair. I love that. So these Bitcoin values in your lesser leg obviously grows every single week because people are joining. And what's great is that the capital doesn't get flushed after the week. Lots of network marketing companies, you look at what they do, they flush the volume, you start again next month. Here, that Bitcoin is still in trade. It's still generating a profit. So you earn from that volume every single week because that Bitcoin is still in trade in our capital pool. I hope that makes sense to everybody. So it really is a great way to earn a passive income with a little bit of effort. And this is how the formula works. They take your weaker leg volume, all of it, whether you sign those people up is irrelevant, spillover included, right? They take your weaker leg volume and then they see what portion of the total company's weaker leg volumes your weaker leg is. So it's kind of like there's a pie and they're trying to see how big your slice of the pie is. And the quicker you grow and the faster you grow, the bigger your slice of that 20% is going to become. And then the company takes 20% that they made in profit the week before from trading, and they divide it proportionately amongst everybody who's earning from the binary. Now, this gets very exciting because there's a full back office system that manages all of this for you, and you can go and have a look. The formula's there, the values are there. You can check it out every single week if you're one of those people that likes to see the numbers. But it's great that the back office is so transparent, not just in sending you the trades every single week, but you obviously get to see where every cent in the profits is being divided into. And again, I think that's great. So the leadership bonuses look as follows, and I know this is a mouthful, so I'm going to run through them very quickly. If you are struggling to understand the leadership bonuses, remember this. It all works around binary qualification, guys. If you want to earn a lot and leverage these leadership bonuses, this is how you do it. You refer people to the company, and then you help them to become binary qualified. So here's you. You've got a personal recruit on your one leg, got a little bit of spillover there on the right leg, and then you've signed up your second person. So now you are binary qualified. It doesn't matter. They don't have to be your first two levels. But guys, it has to be a personal recruit. So Robert was asking earlier on, he said, if I've got spillover, he's got spillover in one leg and in the other leg, does that make him binary qualified? No, it doesn't. You have to personally refer two people and make sure that they are placed respectively on your left leg and on your right leg. And as soon as you do that, you open up the opportunity for you to earn from the binary, and then you build your weaker leg. Okay, so very important. So this is where the leadership bonuses start. You yourself, step one, you got to become binary qualified. So sign up, get involved, $200 into your Bitcoin, into your account. Second thing is you got to go and refer two people. Everybody knows two people. Don't tell me you don't, unless you live under a rock. It's just not possible, okay? Now the next step is you now want to take those two people that you've signed up and you want to help them to become binary qualified. So let's say I've signed up Clinton and I've signed up Charlie. I'm now binary qualified. Now, and it doesn't matter where they are in my binary, guys. It doesn't matter if they're 100 levels underneath all of the spillover. As long as they signed up with my link, I referred them. So I've got Charlie and I've got Clinton, right? As soon as Charlie becomes binary qualified, in other words, he's got 2, like here you'll see it's personal recruit 2, that signed up 2 people, the 2 orange ones, right? Then I earn a P1 bonus of Charlie. And then Clinton goes along and Clinton finds 2 people. He becomes binary qualified because I personally referred him. I earn another P1 share. Now, how many P1 shares can you earn? Well, refer as many people as you like and make sure they're all binary qualified. For every single person you have personally referred that becomes binary qualified, you will earn a P1 share. Now, that P1 share pays you for 8 weeks. 8 weeks only, guys. You will earn that share for 8 weeks. Now, how does the company work this out? They take 2.5% of the profit from trade the week before, and then they divide it amongst all the shares that were earned. So I'll give you an example. I actually spoke to one of our leaders, and he had signed up 18 people onto his front line. He had referred 18 people. So they're in different places in the binary. I said to him, you know what? What you want to do is you want to go speak to those 18 people and tell them, bring 2, bring 2, bring 2, because you're helping them. They're now on their way to earning binary income. And as you help them, the company gives you a share in return, and that's called the P1 leadership bonus, okay? So you cannot earn P1 leadership of people that you did not personally refer. Okay, very important to remember. Now, the second leadership bonus is P2, and it sort of follows on from P1, and this is how it works. Remember, I had Charlie and I had Clinton. I beg your pardon. Charlie became binary qualified, and then Clinton became binary qualified. Now, the next step for them is to work for P1, right? They want to earn that P1 share. So as soon as one of them earns a P1 share, I immediately earn P2 from that. So if you've got a direct person that you've referred to the company and they have earned a P1 share because their downline is binary qualified, in other words, you've obviously helped them in this process, then you earn P2. So how does the P2 work? A lot of people underestimate the value of this income. Firstly, P2 bonuses are paid indefinitely. They're paid forever, okay? And how the company calculates them is much like the binary income. They take your downline's weaker leg volume and then you get a check match on that. Now, I want you to consider this. I'm Clinton Marx's downline. In my weaker leg, I now have 178 Bitcoin. I am his direct. I'm P2 qualified already, right? But let's say I'm P1 qualified. Clinton gets a check match on my weaker leg, which is 178 Bitcoin. And he gets that every single week, and he gets that forever. Now, I want you to consider he is now being remunerated by the company for being a good leader, for helping me. As he helps me and strengthen my weaker leg, he earns a bigger P2 share because his check match will be bigger on the P2 share. So this is what this leadership bonus is all about. People are getting way too involved in the nitty-gritty of it. It's very simple. Sign up, find 2, duplicate. And if you do that, you will earn your binary commissions. You'll earn P1 and P2. It will all happen naturally. You wouldn't have to stress too much about it. And this is how the company organically grows. But these leadership bonuses are in place so that we can incentivize people to generate a culture of working together and helping one another. If you're an upline and you've referred somebody, it is your job to help them, guys. It is your job to help them become binary qualified, earn their P1 share, and then help them to earn the P2 share by getting their downlines qualified too. So no, this isn't always easy to understand. All you need to remember is sign up, find, to duplicate. That's the quickest way that I can explain this to you. So here are a couple of things that you need to take into account when looking at Mirror Trading International. The first thing is your Bitcoin is only touched when it is traded. Guys, we are not converting Bitcoin into fiat at any point. We are not taking Bitcoin here from this person and paying that person referral fee. No, no, no. Your Bitcoin is in trade. Okay, very important. What happens if everybody withdraws their Bitcoin from MTI today? Everyone gets paid. That's what happens. Okay, and might I say within 48 hours. All right, we are not taking Peter's Bitcoin to pay Paul. I've chatted about that. All the payouts are from profits generated in trade for that week. So if you're a guest on this call tonight, I want you to feel welcome. I want you to feel like you're being informed, but I don't want you to feel like MTI needs you. I don't want you to feel like you are necessary to sign up for the company to prosper. That is not the case. We'd love to inspire and help as many people as we can, but it is not necessary for our growth because all our income comes from trading profit, not from recruiting, okay? Bitcoin is generated through trading. Like I said, your daily trading profit is automatically compounded every single day. Again, you don't have to do anything here and you can withdraw whenever you like, no limit. So if you want to put in $10,000 worth of Bitcoin today and tomorrow you get cold feet, you can withdraw it, no fees, no cancellation fees, no penalties. Okay, I think that is fantastic. It says a lot about Mirror Trading International and what they're trying to achieve. Okay, there is no cap on what you can earn on the trades, but guys, you are limited to 15,000 US. 15,000 US a day in the binary, guys. Okay, so very important to remember that. All right. Okay, so the daily trading profit is automatically added. Like I had said, you get a 10% referral fee, a week in arrears once off. You get your leadership bonuses. These are also paid weeklies on a Saturday, and you get paid your binary income every single week. Volume doesn't get flushed. As your organization grows, you're going to be making money and things are just going to be fantastic. But here's what I have to tell you. When you're growing your Bitcoin business here with Mirror Trading International, if you're looking at the referral program as a second source of income and you're not comfortable with just trading, okay, the most difficult thing you'll do, and I've experienced this, and a lot of people have told us this as well, obviously being with a company myself since April last year, I've seen this. It seems like the biggest hurdle you'll overcome is that 0 to 5 Bitcoin in your weaker leg, guys. But after that, it becomes a wildfire that is very difficult to contain, because I think people need this. The company obviously is legit and transparent, and that is creating massive, massive growth all across the world. And I think that's why our volumes are just soaring at the moment. So binary qualification is fantastic, because it means that you can earn every single week. So here's how the story ends, right? You can either decide that Bitcoin is a scam and you don't want to get involved, or you can look at Mirror Trading International and you'll say it's too good to be true. And you are the person that makes that decision, and you are the person that has to live with those consequences. For me, I had to ask myself, if I don't do this, what do I stand to lose? For me, it's been financial freedom. I would lose the opportunity at financial freedom. I would lose the peace of mind that my children are taken care of. And let me tell you guys, everything is easier when you have money. Being a wife is easier when you have money. Being a daughter is easier when you have money. I mean, for crying out loud, being a woman is easier when you have money. And lots of ladies will tell you that. At the end of the day, you've got this trading service and this trading profit that is unbelievable, helping people across the world to generate profit every day. And you don't have to do anything for it. But then you have this lurking second opportunity where NTI offers you this optional referral program where your future is in your hands. And I'll end off tonight's presentation before we do the Q&A with this. Clinton and I spoke a while back, and he said to me, he gets so frustrated. In fact, he was awake. It was like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I said to him, what's going on? And he said, Cheri, I feel like we're standing on Noah's Ark. And there are people in the water. They're already ankle deep in water because the flood's coming. And I'm throwing them a rope. And some of them are looking at the rope and they're just ignoring it. Other people are grabbing it like TD and climbing up that rope and telling herself she's never getting back in the water. And then you've got people standing in the water, looking at the water around them, and they're freaking out so much about what's going on that they're not seeing the opportunity. They're looking for reasons not to get involved, and they're robbing themselves of the best financial decision that they'll ever make. You need to choose which person you are. Do you get on the boat? Do you drown in self-pity? Do you become so ridiculously skeptical that you hurt your own finances? Or do you make a decision and do you start working forward and you start building towards a better future and you promise yourself you'll never be in this situation again? That's what we've done, and it's worked fantastically for us. So I'm going to hand over to Clinton very quickly before we do the questions and answers tonight. I'm going to ask him just to give you a little bit of a background of what he's experienced with Mirror Trading International, what it's meant for him. And I want you to consider that he is, in fact, there's 2 top earners in MTI. It's Clinton Marks and Ignatius Bell, both fantastic men. And they're sort of like chasing each other at the moment. But I think Clinton's ahead with like a small, tiny bit. So I'd like to introduce to you Clinton Marks, our top earner for MTI, leader's leader, phenomenal recruiter, network marketer. If you're going to listen to anything, listen to this guy.
Hi everyone, it's Clinton from South Africa. I've been asked just to give my story. I'll tell you this, guys, not to impress you, but to impress upon you what can be done. Because if I can do it, anyone can do it. So I came into NTR, actually it was 12 months ago. I signed up 16 people. I won't lie to you, I treated it like a business, because with NTR, you know, if you work like a slave, you get paid like a king. I only signed on 16 people frontline, and I worked 5 hours a day solid. And it's now 12 months later. I've got over 40,000 people in my team. Every day I check my back office. There's a couple of hundred of people coming in every day from all different countries in the world. I actually didn't even know there were so many countries. It's absolutely amazing. Within 4 months of actually being in the business, I covered all my monthly expenses, including Cheri. I mean, she likes to swipe the credit card. And that's why I decided to actually sign her into the business, because now she's earning a lot. Okay. So what excites me about it, and just some advice that I can give you guys, don't sign too many people front line, because at the end of the day, it becomes a headache. Choose some generals in your team and help them, because remember, most of the money that you earn in MTIs from the binary and then from your P2 bonuses. I think that's about it. And yeah, that's my story.
Great. Obviously a man of few words, unless he's trying to control me and his credit card swiping drama, apparently. I really don't have a shopping problem. I must just say this. How rude. How rude. Airing our dirty laundry here. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed that presentation. I really tried to go through it as quickly as I can. MTI, like I said, is changing lives all across the world, and we're excited. And a lot of people say to me, why do you have to hype people up? Because for crying out loud, people need something to be excited about. They need to be excited about their futures. There's nothing wrong with being happy, guys. Just wanted to put that out there. And if you have people in your life that's stealing your joy, cut them off. Because let me tell you, even the Bible says, if it bothers you, cut it off. Okay, so at the end of the day, this is all about the decisions you make. We made the decision to join Mirror Trading International, and we've never looked back. It's a phenomenal opportunity. Transparent, legit, operational, proven track record, and the growth has been undeniable. So we're very excited. I want to thank you for taking your time and attention away from your families tonight and joining us for the Zoom call.